Hi guys, it's Nick. Right, it's now Saturday and I went out this morning to a couple of boot sales. I didn't get going particularly early, but I still managed to find some really good deals and was quite pleased with what I got. I didn't spend masses today, but yeah, just found some interesting stuff. So I thought I'd share what I picked up this morning with you guys and let you have a look. Okay, so I've laid it all out in my little photo area as normal. So have a quick scan around. And then we'll have a look in some detail. If I start over here, I picked up this Transformers helmet for £2. It wasn't working, but the lady assured me that it does. I think this is the voice changer one. It's got like a little mic in there, and you put batteries in the battery compartment at the top there. And I'm pretty sure this is the voice changer one. So yeah, for £2 I grabbed that. It's in pretty good nick. Also on the Transformers theme, I picked up this, I think it's age 5 or 6. It's a little Bumblebee dressing up outfit. So this will go in the shop. And that was, how much was that? That was £1. So that was cool. And then for £5 I got this kids wetsuit in immaculate condition. So that will go in the shop. And 2 pairs of salopettes for skiing in amazing condition again. And these are so expensive new. So yeah, they were great. A pair of dark ones and then a pair of pink salopettes as well. Really nice brand. These are Parallel. So yeah, good value in there. I used to pick these up when we were selling clothing online, and they always sold quick and for good money. Obviously sell better in the winter season, but anyway, they're going to go in the shop. Picked up a riding helmet. Haven't had one of these for a while, but I always do well on these. Paid £3 on that. It's not a bad make. It's a Shire's one. I'll probably look to get about 15 on that. I grabbed this Guitar Hero Legends of Rock. This is the PlayStation 3 version. The guitar's in a bit of a mess and it's had battery leakage, and yeah, it's really grotty. So I looked at it and then ummed and ahed, but it does have the wireless dongle in, and the dongles sell for anywhere between £15 and £20 on their own. So for £5, and it's got the software in there as well. So I might just sell the dongle out of it for about £15 to £20 and the software for a few quid, and then I don't know, just boot sell the guitar or something. So that was pretty good for £5. Picked up this little sleepy-eyed Poe. If you've watched my videos for a long time, you've seen me talk about these. I've got a few of these now, but I still don't think I've got a set, which is frustrating. They sell so much better as a set. So that was him. A few books. These weren't actually in the charity, in the boot sale. These were from a charity shop. There's a new charity shop that opened up in town today, and I swung by there and picked up some books. These are all ones that I scanned into the Amazon app, and I'm probably going to send these up to FBA, or I might merchant fulfill them, whatever works out better. So there's Singing for Dummies. Importantly with these, if they're ones that have a disc, just check inside the back cover that the disc is still there. Makes all the difference with those. So that has some fairly good value. And a couple of these Haynes Workshop ones. That one's not big value. The Land Rover Discovery is pretty good. So I grabbed those for, this one was £1. Those were actually £1.50, which is the real top end of what I'd go on those, because they didn't have masses of value, but there's still sort of 5, 6, 7, that sort of amount of profit in those after fees on Amazon. So they were pretty good. Another one of these, I had one of these a month or two back. Rexel Laminator. I paid £1 for this one, and I think the last one I sold for 15, if I remember rightly. It's a while ago. Another 20 questions, which was 50p, I believe. I've been selling these on Amazon anywhere between the £15 and £20 mark, so that was nice. Another official Mario Kart Wii wheel, these are worth doing. I tend to bundle those up. I've got at least a couple, if not more now, so I'll make a bundle. Now this was nice. I love picking up my genuine spares, for Hoovers and appliances and stuff. And what this is, well, you can see there, LG washing machine. And it's the pump from a washing machine, a drainage pump. And I didn't look it up at the time, I just grabbed it because it was £3, it's brand new, it's got its original shipping document with it, and since getting home I've looked up the item number, this product code in here. I'll look that up on eBay, and these sell for between 25 and 30. So yeah, easy money on that. A few of these little Radica cube worlds. I've sold these plenty of times in the past. There's not masses of money in them, but they sell quite well in little bundles. I paid, now what did I pay? I think I paid £3 for the lot, and there's probably about £15 worth there as a bundle, I would have thought. It's been a while since I've sold some, so I'll look them up. I might look them up on Amazon as well, actually. I've not sold these on Amazon before. Only ever sold them on eBay. So that's that. I'm going to struggle for space here. And then I grabbed these. These are all Micro Machines play sets from the 90s. The fire engine one there, and this truck one. There's a few cars in, but not many cars at all. These all fold out into like little raceways and stuff. I paid £6.50 for the 3 after a bit of negotiating. There's not as much value as I'd hoped in these, really. The top end individually on these would be about £15 each. But I don't know, I might do a big bundle of the 3 and shoot for sort of 40 quid or something. Don't know, I need to look into it a bit more, but for £6.50, yeah, I was going to take those all day long. Not in bad condition, they need some cleaning up, they're a little bit grubby, but they're pretty cool. Right, I'm just going to make some space. Okay, right, that's a bit better. Let's see what we're doing now. Okay, picked up a couple of Nerf bits. I saw a few people making off with bags full of Nerf stuff today, but I never managed to be at the right place in the right time. I picked up this Mega one. This is a Magnus, and it fires the big red bullets. Oh, there it is. Fires these big red bullets. Unfortunately, it only has one, but yeah, that'll sell okay. And I picked up this little scope as well. These just clip on top of the guns. So yeah, and that was, I think that was 50p and that was £1, so that was pretty good going. Mr. Membooks, if they're the right price, I always pick these up, and then I've got a huge heap of these I need to sort out into bundles. I paid £1 for those. I think there's 12 or so there. Right, a few media bits. I didn't find much of any real value today. A sealed Philip glass CD, 50p, probably something I'll send into FBA. Funnily enough, it's got what I'm pretty sure is an FBA sticker on it, and it says Trojan presents a Scar CD, but this is as far removed from a Scar CD as you can get. So I don't know if that was labelled wrong. It's got another label underneath, but who knows. Anyway, it looks like it's had something to do with FBA in the past. So yeah, there was that. A sealed Ministry album, rather nice, for £1. Tori Amos CD single. I've done really well with her old CD singles in the past. 50p. This was nice. This is Radiohead The Bends special edition CD and DVD. I've no idea if it has any real value, but I've been a Radiohead fan for years, and I fancy having a look at the DVD anyway. So I'll watch that and then sell it on, and for £1, there's got to be a bit of money in that. Can't get it back in the box now. There we go. And then some DVDs. There's a few sealed bits in here that will probably end up at FBA. A couple of Disney bits and other animated ones which will go in my bundles. A Dora triple box set that I paid £1 on. yeah, nothing great there. PC game Civilization 5 for 50p. I don't know if that has any value anymore, haven't looked it up. Then I grabbed this travel Scrabble for £1. It's so cute and dinky, this tiny little tiles. So yeah, haven't sold one of those for ages, couldn't tell you what they're worth anymore. Books, a few more Twilights. I tend to pick these up when they're super cheap and make sets of the 4 out of those. There's another few of those to go. A couple of books for Amazon again. This is a baby sleep book. I think I should get about £7 or £8 back on that. That was 50p. And the Wonder Weeks, this one sells really well. It's got a really good ranking as well. This may go up to FBA, and that was 50p as well. And then I bought a job lot. It's one of the first things I picked up today, of Haynes Manuals and other service manuals. These were all 50p each. I haven't had a chance to look them up, but there should be some value in those. And then I paid £1 for these because I thought they'd have some really good value. I've looked these up just before the video, and they really don't have much value, which surprised me. This is a standard 8 service manual, but that has very little value at all. Might get a £5 back on it. This is an 1100, I think it's Austin, is it? Austin or something? Not sure. And again, don't know, not massive, maybe 10. And this Morris Minor Workshop manual I thought would have to have some really good value, because these are, you know, a lot of people are fanatics of this car. But yeah, there's not a great deal of value in it. Real top end would be about 15. So they weren't as good as I thought, but these should go well. The Haynes Manuals, a lot of people know about these, so eBay is a bit flooded in them. That's nice, I haven't looked that up yet. Great big thick thing. 50p. This mini one in here is so grubby. It's been really well used, to put it mildly. It's just absolutely filthy, where someone's been getting their greasy, oily fingers all over it. So yeah, anyway, £9.50 I paid for that stack. There should be some good money in that by the time I've cleared all of those. Another car. This one, it looks like it's sort of programmable, a bit like the Big Track that I picked up last week. No batteries in, so I haven't tried it out. And I got that for £1, but I would imagine as long as it's working, there'll be some good money in that one. For £2, I picked up 2 sets of Maisie books from the same stall. There's a whole load in there in really nice condition. They look unread, most of those. These aren't in quite as good condition, but they're still pretty clean. I'll probably bundle it all together as a big job lot. That was that. And then my favourite find of the day, I'll just clear the decks and then I'll show you properly. Right, so this was my favourite pickup of the day. All of these vintage science fiction books. I paid, how it worked out was I paid, now how am I going to remember this, $22.50 on this lot after negotiating backwards and forwards for ages. He wanted an awful lot more, but that's what we ended up on, and I was quite happy to pay that. And then I ummed and ahed about these, what these are. There are a few others, but most of these are these Analogue like monthly magazines with like you get episodes of stories in them, etc. And there's about 10 years worth. Looks like a pretty unbroken run of those. I wasn't sure. He wanted quite a lot of money for these as well, and then I went back to the car with this lot and sneakily looked these up and found that they had some really good value as well. So yeah, I went back and got all of those for 15, so it worked out $37.50 for the lot. Now there are some real gems in here. There's a few nice sort of early editions and first editions and stuff which should be worth selling on their own, but then there's a few authors, these E.E. Doc Smith ones, there's loads of them, and like a big bundle of those. I did look up a similar bundle to that, went for over 30 quid. These Harry Harrison ones will bundle up really well. So yeah, some really nice authors, really nice vintage looking stuff. A lot of this is from the 70s. I think the earliest I go back is, if you look at some of these, you've got 70s there. There were some from the late 60s, I believe. Can't see any now, but they definitely go back to the early 70s anyway. Because when I was chatting with a guy, we pulled one out which was 73, which was the year I was born. So yeah, anyway, really nice things, really nice vintage looking stuff, most of it in really good condition as well, which makes all the difference. Right, so there you go, that was my morning's little haul. I was quite pleased with it really. It was a really nice day. Really enjoyed myself this morning. I don't know why, I was more chilled out than normal, wasn't rushing around like a crazy thing. And yeah, stumbled across a few good deals. I might be out tomorrow, not really sure, haven't looked at the weather yet. But yeah, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.